Hello everyone. Welcome to your physics class of class 8. I hope you all will be fine. Students, today in this video we will complete the question answers of lesson number 6. Okay, so let's begin our class. So students, question number 1 is, what is matter? What it is it composed of? Answer, anything around us is matter, or anything that has mass, occupies volume and can be felt by our senses is known as matter, and it is composed of molecules. Question number 2, name the three states of matter and distinguish them on the basis of their volume, shape. So answer, three states of matter are solid, liquid and gas, and the distinction between three states on the basis of volume is, volume of solid is they have least volume, definite volume and maximum volume, and shape, definite shape, no definite shape, and gases also do not have a definite shape. Question number 3, distinguish between liquid, vapor or gas states of matter on the basis of the following factor: arrangement of molecules, intermolecular separation, intermolecular force and kinetic energy. So this is the distinction between them. So you have to write from here. Question number 4, what is evaporation? Explain it on the basis of molecular motion. So evaporation is a change of liquid into its vapor at all temperature from its surface is called evaporation, and this is the explanation of evaporation on the basis of molecular motion. Okay. Question number 5, do all the molecules of a liquid take part in evaporation? If not, explain your answer. No, all the molecules of the liquid do not take part in evaporation. Only those molecules near the surface of liquid which require sufficient kinetic energy escape as they overcome attractive forces of other molecules. Then the other molecules come to the surface of the liquid and acquire more kinetic energy and escape the surface. This continues till all the liquid evaporates. Next question is, no heat is supplied to a liquid during evaporation. How does then the liquid change into its vapor? So answer is, though no heat is supplied to the liquid, but molecules near the surface of the liquid acquire sufficient kinetic energy by collisions with other liquid molecules, and with this kinetic energy they overcome the attractive forces of other molecules and change into vapors. Question number 7, comment on the statement, evaporation is a surface phenomena. The change of liquid into vapor at all temperatures from the surface is called evaporation. Evaporation takes place at surface in those molecules which are at surface and have sufficient kinetic energy to overcome the attractive force due to inner surrounding molecules. This is the diagram. Question number 8, why is cooling produced when a liquid evaporates? From changing liquid into vapor, heat is needed. This heat is taken from the container or surroundings, and temperature of the container or body itself fall and cooling is produced. Question number 9, give reason for the increase in rate of evaporation of a liquid when air is blown above the liquid, surface area is increased and temperature of liquid is increased. So this is the explanation of all the reason of all these three points. Okay, you can do from here. Now question number 10, what is boiling? Explain it on the basis of molecular motion. Answer, the change of liquid to vapor on heating at a constant temperature is called boiling, and this is the explanation of the molecular motion of it on the basis of molecular motion. Question number 11, why does bubbles appear when liquid is heated? When liquid is heated, formation of vapors takes place which appear in the form of bubbles. Question number 12, what is the change in kinetic energy of liquid or kinetic energy of molecules of a liquid during boiling at its boiling point? Answer, average kinetic energy is a measure of the temperature of the body. When temperature of a body increases, the average kinetic energy increases, and when average kinetic energy decreases, there is a decrease in the body temperature, and hence at boiling point average kinetic energy increases. Question number 13, how is the heat energy supplied to a liquid used during boiling at a fixed temperature? When heat is supplied, temperature of liquid rises continuously till the water starts boiling at 100 degrees Celsius. Once the water starts boiling, its temperature does not rise further, although heat is still being supplied. This heat is being used to change each and every water molecule into vapor. Question number 14. Name two ways of change of liquid state to the vapor state and distinguish them. Then the two ways are change of liquid state to vapor state are evaporation and boiling. And the difference between evaporation and boiling are this. Okay, you have to complete from here. Question number 15. What do you understand by thermal expansion of a substance? Thermal expansion of a substance on heating. The expansion of a substance on heating is called thermal expansion of the substance. Question number 16. Give two examples of the substances which expand on heating. So these are the examples: iron and water expand on heating. Question number 17. Describe an experiment to demonstrate the thermal expansion of solid. So you have to draw this diagram, and explanation is this. You can complete from here, and also you can complete from the book also. Activity is given. The same activity you can do from there also. Question number 18. State three factors on which depend the linear expansion of a metal rod on heating. So these are the factors. Length of the rod. Increase in length is directly proportional to the original length. Temperature of the rod and nature of the material of rod. Okay, you can write till here. Now, question number 19. If two iron rods, one 10-meter long and other 5-meter long, are heated to the same temperature, which will expand more? So as this is the answer. The rod having the greater length will expand more when rods are heated to the same temperature. Okay, so rod with 10-meter length will expand more. Question number 20. Two identical rods of copper are heated to different temperature, one by 5 degrees Celsius and other by 10 degrees Celsius, which will expand more. So the rod with higher temperature, that is at 10 degrees Celsius, will expand more. Question number 21. One rod of copper and another identical rod of iron are heated to the same rise in temperature. Which rod will expand more? The two identical rods are of different material and heated to the same rise in temperature. The copper rod will expand more than iron, since expansion depends on the nature of the material, and the linear coefficient of linear expansion of copper is more than that of iron. Question number 22. Two identical rods, one hollow and one other solid, are heated to the same rise in temperature. Which will expand more? So solid rod will expand more. Okay, so this is the answer. You can write from here. Now question number 23. In the ball and a ring experiment, if the ball after heating is left to cool on the ring for the same time for some time, the ball again passes through the ring. Explain the reason. On heating, the ball expands, increases in size and cannot pass the ring when left on it. As the ball cools, it contracts, size becomes less than ring and passes the ring. Question number 24. Explain the following. The telephone wires break in winter. Iron rims are heated before they are fixed on the wooden wheels. The gaps are left between the successive rails on a railway track. And these are the answers of all these questions. Okay, so you can write from here. You can take the screenshot, or you can simply pause the video and you can complete your work, and then you have to learn all these answers. Now question number 25. Why is one end of a steel girder in a bridge kept on rollers instead of fixing it in pillars? Because in summer, when temperature increases considerably, the bridge made of metal expands and rollers slide to allow for expansion. Otherwise, the bridge may break the pillar. Question number 26. A metal plate is heated. State three factors on which the increase in its area will depend. So it depends upon the original area of the plate, rise in temperature, and nature of the material. Question number 27. A cubical metal solid block is heated. How will its volume change? Answer is given on page number 112. Here, when a solid metal is heated, it expands in all directions. That is, its length, breadth, and thickness all increases, thus the volume of the solid increases. So this is your answer number 27. Question number 28. Describe an experiment to show that liquids expand on heating. So this is your experiment. for this question. Okay, you can write the explanation part from here and diagram from here, and you can also write this experiment, or you can write from the book also. Now question number 29, state one application of thermal expansion of liquids. So application of thermal expansion of liquids. An important application is mercury thermometer or alcohol thermometer. When a bulb of the thermometer is kept in contact with a hot body, the mercury expands and the level of mercury rises in the capillary tube. Question number 30. Describe an experiment to show that air expands on heating. So this is your answer for this question. Question number 31. An empty glass bottle is fitted with a narrow tube at its mouth. The open end of the tube is kept in the beaker containing water. When the bottle is heated, bubbles of air are seen escaping into water. Explain the reason. So when the bottle is heated, air in it expands and escapes the water in the form of bubbles. Question number 32. Which of the following will expand more when heated to the same temperature, solid, liquid or gas? So see, gas will expand more as the intermolecular force of attraction in gas is least and kinetic energy is maximum. Now describe an experiment to show that same volume of different liquids heated to same rise in temperature expand by different amount. So this is your answer. You have to write from here. Question number 34. 100 ml of each of the following liquid is heated from 10 degrees Celsius to 50 degrees Celsius. Which will expand more? Benzene, water, benzene or alcohol. So 100 ml of each means same volume of each liquid heated from 10 to 50 degrees Celsius, which means that same rise in temperature. Hence benzene will expand more, water will expand least. Question number 35. Water is heated from 0 degrees Celsius to 4 degrees Celsius. Will it expand? Substances expand on heating, but water contracts when heated from 0 degrees Celsius to 4 degrees Celsius. After that, that is above 4 degrees Celsius, water starts expanding. Question number 36. What do you mean by anomalous behavior of water? Substances when heated expand, their density is equals to mass upon volume decrease. But in case of water, when water is heated from 0 to 4 degrees Celsius, it contracts and the density increases. Heating water above 4 degrees Celsius starts expanding and density of water decreases. So this is the anomalous behavior of water. Question number 37. How does the density of a substance, solid, liquid and gas change on heating? Density is equals to mass upon volume. In case of solid, when the temperature is increased, increase in volume is very small and decrease in density is not appreciable. In case of liquid and gases, as the temperature increases, volume increases by an appreciable amount and therefore decrease in their density is quite considerable. Question number 38. An iron washer is heated. State the effect on its mass, internal diameter, external diameter and density. So mass remains same on heating, internal diameter increases, external diameter increases and density decreases. So these are your answers of lesson number 6. You have to complete your work and also you have to learn all these answers. So this is all for today. Thank you.